So good morning, guys. So how are you all? So it's Karthikeyan, your accountancy teacher. The first of all, I heartily is a warm welcome to the Plus Two Commerce. Okay, then I think you all are good and also keeping well. Please, I'm kindly requesting you. Please wear masks properly and wash your hands frequently and maintain the social distance also. Okay, guys. Okay, let's we see the second lesson. So accounts for not profit organization. So already we have finished, I think already we have discussed first lesson. So you once you can revise that lessons. If you have any doubts means just can you let me know that, then I will explain about that. Okay, guys. Okay, next we see the second lesson, accounts for not profit organization. Okay, the second unit, accounts for not profit organization. Okay, so first of all, how to know that what's the meaning of the not profit organization. Okay, not profit organizations mean actually it is one of the organization. Okay, so not profit organization mean it's one of the organization, but it's not for the profit motive. Okay, it's the main motive only the service motive. So it is a not profit organization mean it's a main motive is how to the provide the service to that and the public. And so maybe we can the promoting is especially we can the promoting then arts and culture and education and sports also. So it's the main motive of that one. Okay, sorry, clear, it's a not profit organization. Okay, not profit organizations mean it's one of the organization. Then it is a main motive how to the providing the rendering service to that public. It's a main motive is the rendering service how to the provide to that and public, and without the profit motive. It's not the profit motive, only the service motive how to the providing the service to the and the public also, and especially how to the promoting them and the art and then culture and education and the sports etc. Okay, and for example, and the charitable institution. Okay, the charitable institutions and the education and the hospitals and the libraries is like that, so it is the example of not profit organization. For example, charitables means so it's only the collecting the so donations like that only we can running the running, it's a charitable. And educations also, the education means not the profit motive organization. It's also it's a the service motive organization. And hospital, it's also it is a service motive, and the library is a service motive. Okay, so it is a service motive organizations. Are you clear? Is a service motive. So not profit organizations mean it's the providing the rendering services to that and the public, and especially how to the promoting the art and culture and education and sports etc. For example, charitable institutions and education and hospital and the libraries. Then so we can get the source of income, so how to we can run. So charitable and education and hospital and libraries, since how to run so how to run means we can get the source of income from the members. Okay, we can get the source of income from the and the members. So we can get the donation from the publics, and we can grant and get the subsidies from the governments. So like that we can get the income. Okay, that is a source of income. Are you clear this? So the not profit organization how to run. Okay, so how to run the not profit organizations mean how to then it's a income. It's a income is necessary. So how to income we can get from the members, or we can get the donation from the public, or we can grant and the subsidies we can get from the government sides also. So that is a main purpose of the profit for not profit for organization. And then is the Companies Act 2013. Okay, so it is a not profit organization how to register. Okay, so how to register not profit organization. It is an organization I told so this organization how to registered in the Companies Act 2013 and section 8 how to 13, but it is not a compulsory. Okay, it's not a compulsory because of it is one of the service motive organization. So it is a registration is not a compulsory, but you have to required also. Okay, it's you have to required we can register the Companies Act. So we can register the not profit organization in the Companies Act 2013 section 8, but actually it is not a compulsory, it's a necessary mean we can register the organization in the Act of 2013. Okay, are you clear this accounts for not profit organization? First of all, accounts for not profit organization mean it is a one of the organization. The first point, it's a one of the organization. Then it's the providing the rendering services to the public, and especially it's the promoting it's art and culture and education and sports. For example, charitable trust and education and hospital and libraries. Then so we can, this type of the organization, we can get the income from the members, and we can get the donation from the publics and the grant, and we can get the subsidies from the governments. And so suppose this organizations required mean we can register the companies in the act of 2013 section 8, but actually it is not a necessary. The required means we can registered the companies. Okay, so it is a not profit organization. Okay, next then the second topic is the receipts and payments account. Okay, first of all, receipts and payments account. Okay, receipts and payments account mean it is one of the summary. Okay, it's a receipts and payments account mean it's one of the summary is the cash and bank transactions. Okay, so it's a receipts and payments account mean it is one of the summary of cash and bank transactions. Okay, so cash and bank transactions of not profit organization. Okay, so especially not profit organizations are preparing the receipts and payments account. Are you clear this? So not profit organizations are preparing receipts and is a payments account. We are the maintaining only cash and bank transaction. Only we are maintaining cash and bank transactions. Okay, is maintaining cash and bank transaction. And actually this one we can prepared by the non-profit organization, and it's a prepare at the end of the each financial year. Okay, then this receipts and payments account we can prepare is the end of the each financial. Okay, what's the meaning of the financial year? Financial year means financial. Do you know that when we can begins the financial year is 1/4. Okay, so financial year it will be the begins in 1/4 to it will be end 31st March. So that is the financial year. Is in every organization or every companies will be maintain this years. Okay, so are you clear? This receipts and payments account, receipts and payments account mean it is one of the summary of cash and bank transactions of non-profit organization. Actually it is prepared is the end of the each financial year. Okay, the financial transactions, the receipts and payments accounts are prepared is the end of the each financial year, and the financial years means it's a 1/4 to 31st March. So end of the 31st March we should prepare the receipts and payments account. Okay, then second one, actually it is the real account nature. Okay, what's the meaning of the guys the real account nature? We were discussed in the 11th standard real account nature. Okay, real account mean what's the meaning of the real account? What is the rules of golden rules? Real account golden rules. So debit what comes in real account rules. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay, debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Okay, so debit what comes in, credit what goes out mean real account mean basically we are taken assets. Assets only we can comes into the business, we can goes out to the business. Okay, some cash or stock something we are the purchased means, so some commodities we can enter into the business mean it's a comes into the business. Some commodity we can goes out to the business. So assets. Okay, simple real account nature mean assets we can enter into the business mean we can keep in debit. Asset we can goes out to the business mean it we can keep in credit. So that is the real account nature. Are you clear this real account? So we are maintaining here cash and bank transaction. Are you clear this? Receipts and payment account is a real account nature. Real account mean assets. Cash is asset, bank is a asset. So we are maintaining cash and bank transaction because of real account nature. You are maintaining real account nature. So are you clear this real account? Third one, it's the receipts and payments account. It's begins with opening cash. So it's opening balance. So opening balance. So begins with opening balance, cash and bank, and it's end with the closing cash and bank. Are you clear this one? It's a receipts and payments. We can begins with opening balance of cash and bank, it's end with closing cash and bank. Okay, then it is a debit side, actual cash. So debit side have to write, so actual cash have to write in the debit side, and the actual payment have to write in the and credit side. Okay, just you see that format, the format of receipts and payments account. So this is the format. So this is the DR means a debit side, this one is a credit side. It's a debit side, second one is a credit side, is a receipt and rupees, and the payments rupees and rupees. I told it's a debit side. Okay, the debit side means it's opening cash and bank. So okay, debit side, opening cash and bank. So how to write in the opening balance to opening, sorry, balance broaden. So opening balance. Okay, to balance broaden mean this opening cash and bank, it will be appear in the debit side. Okay, are you clear this one? And second one, it's a closing. Closing mean it will be starts with buy, you know. Okay, the closing mean is a balance carry down cash and the bank. So this is the rules. Okay, are you clear this one? So it's a begins with, okay, so receipts and payments accounts begins with opening cash and bank, end with closing cash and bank. So it's a receipts and payments account starts begins with opening cash, and opening bank, end with closing cash and closing bank. Are you clear this first one? And second one is opening cash and bank, it will be appear in the debit side of the receipt and payments account. Are you clear? This opening cash, this opening cash and bank. So opening cash and bank, it will be appear in the debit side of the receipt and payments account. So opening cash and bank, it will be appear in the debit side of the receipts and payments account. Then at the same time, it's a closing. So the cash at bank, the closing cash at bank, it will appear in the credit side. Okay, closing cash at bank, it will be appear in the credit side of the receipts and payment account. It's a very simple. It's a debit side, opening cash at bank, the credit side, closing cash and bank. Are you clear this first point? And the second one, have to actual receipt. So actual receipt, I told you, actual cash, the debit side, actual payment, the credit side, actual cash. So actual cash mean, for example, what is it meaning of the actual cash? Means received item. For example, cash received, income received, dividend received, salary received, donation received, like that, you know, the received, this kind of the incomes. So especially incomes, the receipts items have to write in the debit side, the payments items have to write in the credit side. For example, income received, and next donation received, next commission received. So the received, you know, the receipts item, all the receipts item have to write in the debit side. So next one is a payment item. Payment items mean by rent paid, next salary paid, next expenses paid. So like that, you know, so the receipts item you should write in the debit side, the payment item you should write in the credit side. Okay, then it's a opening bank overdraft also. So we wrote here in a opening cash and bank debit side, at the same time opening bank overdraft, out right in the opening bank and overdraft out right in the debit side, and closing bank overdraft the credit side, because that is the rules and regulations of the receipt and payment account. And it's a total value. Suppose if the total, okay, if the total, so debit side, if the total of the debit side is a more than the credit side. Are you clear this one? If the total of the debit side is a more than the credit side, mean it is a closing, it will the balance, it will will get in the credit side. Are you clear this one? If the total of the debit side, is a more than the credit side, the balance will get in the credit side. Okay, the balance will get in the and credit side. We can write closing cash and closing bank. Are you clear this one? At the same time, second one is here, if the total of credit side, if the total of the credit side is a more than the debit side, the balance will be get in the debit side. So that is means it's a closing overdraft. Okay, are you clear this one's a format? Okay, once I will explain about that receipts and payments account. The receipt and payment accounts mean it is one of the summary. So cash and bank transaction we are recording in the books of accounts. It is known as the receipts and payments account. Actually, the receipts and payments accounts is prepared by the not-profit organization, and it's the prepared at end of the each financial year. Every financial year we should prepare the receipts and payment account, and the financial year means 1/4 to and 31st March it should be the prepare. So that is a receipts and payments account. Then it's a real account nature, and real account nature mean real account natures mean is assets. What are the items we can comes into the business, and what are the items we can goes out to the business, especially cash and bank. So cash we can comes mean how to write in the debit side, cash we can goes out to the business mean how to write in the credit side. Okay, then it is a opening balance. So opening balance how to write in the debit side. Okay, opening balance how to write in the debit side, and the closing balance how to write in the credit side. Next is the cash receipt items fully how to write in the debit side. Receipts item mean cash received, commission received, donation received. So this kind of the received items fully how to write in the debit side, and the payment item, salary paid, wage paid, commission paid, rent paid, like that expenses how to write in the credit side. Okay, are you clear this one? And except depreciation, outstanding expenses, accrued income. So except the three items, all the transactions, all the events we can write in this receipts and payments account. So are you clear guys this theory? Okay, next we will see the illustration. Okay, thank you so much. Do you have any doubts? Means just can you ask, then I will explain about that. Okay, thank you.